Morning. Today we're going to conquer this garden because all the sweet peas are all finished now, so we'll get out any extra seed pods and then just chuck them away. The beetroot's doing really well, slowly picking that stuff. And then there was the peanuts. I should have done some research before I put those in the ground. Looking at information afterwards, you're supposed to soak them first. So that's interesting. Soak them first and then let them start to grow and then put them in the soil. So I must have done that last year. Anyway, so I'm going to clean all this up, and I've got all those extra plants I need to put out somewhere, so they're going to go in here and see how they go. We need to clean up all of that and the hoops. So that's my plan today, is to get this whole garden here looking a lot tidier. So I'll set you up and we'll get on and pull the netting all down and the hoops. That'll be a start, and then we'll go from there. Right, just need to go through and collect all the seed pods. Right, all the seed pods collected in the pile of whatever's left there. I'll probably save popping the rest of those for a nice winter task. Now we've got to weed all of that. Fun times. Alright, so instead of you watching me weed, I'll do a before, after. I did actually went through as I was weeding, which there's my pile, I have to move. And there's asplums and all sorts in there, but it was so weedy that I thought, you know what, we'll just do a whole garden redesign while I'm at it. So I've dug out the back end here, because I'll go around and have a hunt for some boards, because I'm thinking of continuing that across the front, around the end and along the back, and then I'll go down and I'll get probably some of the nicer stuff like I've got over there. Fuzzy. There we go. And put it there once I've planted the plants, because I've got a lavender that I can put in here, and I'm sure the asplum will come back. There's probably seeds all out through in there, and I've got a couple of in the pots there, some naked ladies, don't know their official name, but naked ladies, which I will pop in there as well. So that's the tidy up phase anyway. I probably should continue and just tidy up everything first before I decide to plant. Very hard being a gardener, trying to decide which project to stay with. But anyway, we will carry on and get this weeded. So if I change angles, I'll give you another before, after. It took me a while. Had a drinks break, had a conversation with my son, and these, I don't know what they're manukas, I think, a different kind anyway. I grew plants off the ones that we had before they all died, so repotted, well not repotted, just put some nice good compost at the bottom, and because it was very dry in there, and put some on top. Right, and then so afterwards I'm going to plant, I'll go show you what I've got to put in there. Might as well plant something in there. I've got this kumara plant. I've got those tomatoes still, so they're going to go in there. I don't know whether there was anything else. I don't think so. Yeah, so I'm going to put those two in there. Oh, actually I was going to put some, what do you call them? Zucchini or courgette seeds. I'll probably do 4 seeds in there. I'll just have to remember to keep them watered over this hot period. Right, so I'm going to go and have some lunch, and then we'll come back after I've found some boards, and put the boards in and get some of the mulch. Actually, we'll probably plant those plants first. Anyway, alright, I'll catch you guys after I've had some lunch. Right, back from lunchtime. I've got that board there, which I'm actually going to go and get some pegs and put in the edge. And I found a log for the back there. It's not quite long enough to reach the end here, but I think if I find a small one, and then I'm not sure about that because I've got that drain there, but I'll try and do something across the end there because I don't want the chip to all fall out. So I'm going to go and find some pegs and we'll get those banged in. Right, I've found this long one which will actually work for pegs, so I've just got to go into the shed here and cut them up. Right, don't tell my husband, I'm in his shed. We're going to go ahead and cut those into smaller pieces and put V's on it, and then we can stick them in the ground. So I'll show you when I'm finished. Right, got those all sorted out. Then we'll go, got the little mini sledgehammer thingy. I have to be careful because this wood is very brittle. We'll go ahead and try and get them in. The ground's a bit hard, so we'll see how we go. Right, that should hold it. Now I'll go and see if I can find some more boards for the end. Right, so I found that one. That one's a bit long and doesn't match, but it will still hold the stuff in. I'm also thinking with this corner here, I might go ahead and see if I can't find a decent sized rock to sit there, because that would look nice. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to gather the plants that I want to plant in here, and I'm actually thinking I'll grab some of that compost out of the bag just to help the plants get established. So I'm going to do that. Okay, so we're going to put in those three, lavender. I did have a little daisy in the shed, and I'm going to try mother-in-law's tongue there because I know the aspen will probably come back. And we've got some nice compost in there, so I'll pop you guys on time lapse while I get them planted. Right, plants in. Just been down the hill and pulled up that. Oh, quite a doozy. It's quite steep. So yeah, I'll get that on and it'll look nice and tidy. Alright, and that garden is complete. Definitely getting in my exercise today. What a big project. So I'm really happy with that. Everything's sitting in there nice. Just need to get another rock just for the corner there. Alright, and the only things I had left to do was to get the kumara in, some seeds, and the tomatoes. And I think what I'll do is next time I mow, I'll probably get some more little clippings on this bed. And then I just need to water everything, which I'll wait until it's a bit cooler later on. But otherwise, thanks guys for hanging out. Hopefully not too long a video for you. I got a bit of mess to clean up and a bit of extras to do, but that's about it. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.